Beastnet podcast, sponsored in part by James Safety Services, OCR Buddy, and supported by the fitness community. Here we discuss all things fitness related, running, rucking, mental health and preparedness, and of course, obstacle course racing. Welcome to the Beastnet.
Hey everybody, Mike with Beastnet here, and today I got with me again Hazelanna. How are you doing? It's been a while.
Great. How are you, Mike?
Doing all right. It's been a bit since we talked, so I hear where you're going to do something.
We
in
are.
April.
We
So,
are.
What are we doing?
Summit to Swamp, April 24th, Saturday only.
Okay.
But instead of trying to stress over making an event and what kind of rules we're going to have to live by and all that, it's just going to be an invite. So everybody come free of charge. If you want to donate, you can. Run the event. We're going to have a bonfire, bring something for a potluck if you want to stay and hang out. If you want to camp, let me know. We'll have camping free. Just I want to try to give back to everybody a little bit of peace of mind, maybe to start the year out right. And there will be plenty of events you can go pay at, but we're just going to make this a fun, come get to know us, come see what's going on, meet some friends, hang out, enjoy, bring your families, relax, chill.
Which sounds amazing. I mean, that sounds like a blast. I mean, that sounds, with everything we've gone through the last year and the stress, and it's like the big thing I have right now. I have a couple races that are coming up, and I'm like, are they really going to happen? Are they not going to happen? It's
right.
You spend this money and the travel and everything else, and it's like, so this will be a nice relaxing day to just go down, hang out, and see friends.
Right.
Yeah.
So the other thing too is, I guess this is a little bit selfish, but I don't want to have to deal with all the mandates about social distancing and masks and all this kind of garbage. So respectfully, if you're worried about COVID, please don't come.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to play that game. So.
Which, I mean, is your prerogative. I mean, I'm perfectly okay with that, but I mean, most people who follow me on Facebook or anything like that, whatever, they know my feelings on that. So I'm not a,
we are so done with it here.
Yes, I am too. And it's one of those too. I mean, a lot of people are like, oh, well, it hasn't touched her. But my daughter had it.
Oh, but, really?
Yeah. I mean, she did. She came back from Tennessee with it, and she was sick for a couple of days, felt like crap, and she's fine now. So, I mean, it's
wow.
It's a flu. I mean, it really is. So, I mean, it's one of those, I'm not going to say it's not out there. I'm tired of it.
Yeah. We've had friends that have lost their smell and their taste and stuff like that, or have, had other little things. And I have some friends that have gotten pretty sick, but they had underlying conditions. So,
so, I mean, it's one of those things. And I mean, it's just, that's one thing I know that everyone's tired of hearing about it. And I think that'll be great. It'll be a nice weekend, just a day to sit there, relax, and not care. Just see our friends, our family. It's been a year.
Right.
Exactly. Over a year since I've been able to do. The last race I did was in December of 2019.
Oh, wow.
So, and that's not true. I did go down and do some, Rise Challenge events, had some events in Oregon last year that I did. But I mean, that was like, but I got to see a couple friends, nothing close up here. So this would be close to, I could see my, my normal family up here, not just the family. So.
Right. Well, and there's so many people that I've either emailed or talked to on the phone or seen their names or heard about them. And well, you and Dawn too. I still haven't met you guys face to face.
No, it's always been like, because this last year was supposed to be the year I finally got down to Summit to Swamp, and I didn't, it all got shut down. And it's been interesting because the one thing is every year that you do it, my son's birthday is April 27th.
Oh.
So like the first year it was one of those, it was kind of like it was on his birthday, and I'm like, I can't force him. I didn't really want to force him to go to a race on his birthday, but I should have, but I didn't. But so this year, it'll be good to get down there and finally meet you in person. So
yeah, I'm excited about it. Dawn had reached out a few months ago, and I said, I don't have any answers for you. You know, I don't have anything solid. And then I got to thinking about where we were on our timeline and where we should be on our timeline. And it's like, you know, this is ridiculous. And if I try to make it a full blown event, there's no way I can do it. I'm time crunched. There's no way right now.
But you know, just having some friends in there and having some fun is will be good.
Right. And I thought, okay, so how can we do this to where it's not stressing me out? Because honestly, if it's going to be a stressor on me, I'm not going to keep doing it. You know, my son turned 19, he moved away, so his slave labor is gone. And now I just have my daughter and I, she's 14, and my husband, he will participate and help me if I ask and say, will you do this specifically? But as far as jumping in and, you know, all of us going out and building trail or this or that, it's, you know, he thinks it's okay, but he goes, just don't ask me to be responsible for managing this. So
Yeah.
I give him that. He's a good sport.
Well, that's good. And I mean, you know how it is. I mean, any help you need, you know, let me, Dawn, I mean, Brian, Kays, all of us, but we'd definitely be, you know, happy to come down and help and do whatever, spend a weekend down there, make a workout out of it. So, I mean, it's, you know, we're all, you know, happy with that. And, you know, I'm sure we can get other people in this area that could probably come down and help out. So
I just need to put the weekends out there, and I'm sure people will show up. And I've already had a bunch of people say, well, I don't want to run, but I'll come help, and, you know, stuff like that. And they're really excited about the idea of just coming to hang out.
Yeah.
You know,
which I think will be fun. I mean, it'll make it just kind of a fun, you know, thing where nobody's worrying about time. No one's worrying about anything like that. We can just go pick one obstacle and go practice on it and play with it you know,
which is how it started out to be, really, is just to, you know, try to do one course the whole, you know, or do the course the whole way through once and then go back and play. Or if you didn't quite make it through this obstacle, do it over and over. Yeah. We just really didn't have any rules. But then people wanted to race. And if people want to race, you know, we can still set up something that's fun, or, you know, a competitive something. I just don't want it to be so structured, you know, and I'm kind of being selfish as well, because if nobody has to pay, then nobody gets to complain, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. That's kind of it. I mean, yeah. And it's one of those things that what I really like about a lot of the local events normally is it's more like recess.
Yeah.
And that's what this sounds like. It sounds like recess in school where, hey, we're going to go, you know, except for instead of it being a half an hour, we get, you know, all day. You know, it's going to be recess that we can go play, hang out with our friends, do whatever. And I mean, it sounds amazing to me. Yeah. It sounds amazing. And I can't wait.
Good. I'm glad. I was like, you know, it'll work out. Yes. It'll work out. So I do believe I've been running back and forth trying to figure out what to do. I think I'll put up a registration simply so I know how many people are coming.
Yeah.
And then we have a record of it. And I'll, not that you're expected to, but I'll put a donate button on there in case anybody wants to do that. And
oh yeah. And I mean, I'll, you know, like I said, me and Don, I'm sure we'll donate our time, and I'm sure I can convince Brian to come down there. Brian, you know, he loves you, so he would definitely come down and help. So, and me and Brian, we still do we have these crazy challenges that we do once a month anyway. So I'm sure we can work that into it. So,
yeah, well, he and his family kind of have a special place here now.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I mean, like I said, we have a special subscription program workout thing that we do, and every month whenever it comes in, me and him, we go out and do it, and it's usually something completely stupid. I mean, the last one was brutal. So, you know, so we hang out all the time. So I'm sure I can pick a day with, you know, my family and his family. We can all come down and play and help out and do that kind of stuff. So
now it's just a matter of figuring out where we want the course to go. Lorenzo had a 5-mile course laid out. It's still on our website. We sat down and did that course, and on Google Maps or Google Earth or whatever, we did a so that you can see where it goes and what the terrain's like and stuff. So that is still up on the website. So that's probably doable, depending on how many people we have show up to help get stuff.
And that's kind of it. That's the nice part about the way you're doing this is it doesn't really, you don't have to be crazy about anything.
No.
If you get the 5 miler done, cool. If not,
we just need good directions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, getting it done. I mean, it's and like I said, that's one of the things I kind of like about this is it's just kind of one of those, we're gonna have fun with it.
Right.
If it turns into something more, cool. If not, whatever. You know, it's gonna be fun.
All right, and now we're gonna take a quick pause so we can hear from our sponsors. And we're back.
Anticipating some of the questions that are coming. And last year for 2020, we had wanted to include a dog trail course, a canine trail course. So I know we have our dogs here, and I'm sure Janelle and Adam will be bringing Brooder. And you know, there's probably a few other people that would like to bring their dogs, especially if they're going to camp. So I'm not opposed to that. You know, everybody just recognize the personalities of your dogs and handle it. But we have lots of room here for that, and that's going to be okay. Because
which is good, because I know I've got a few friends that, you know, just got new dogs. My dog, there's no way, he's kind of a jerk. So, but I know that, and I know that about him. So he's always been, he was a barn dog that I got when he was a puppy, and he's never grown out of it. He's always been kind of a jerk. So he doesn't like other people, and it's like, okay. It's like, I know that about you. I know I can't take you places, but you know, you're still my stupid little dog. But
and then kids are welcome on the course. Parents should know the capabilities of their children, and you know, there's a few things. Well, if parent looks at it and thinks their kid can do it, then more power to the kid, you know. And congratulations to the parent for allowing them to try.
Do it. Yeah. Which is awesome.
Yeah, the very first year we had a family of 7 come here.
Wow.
And I said, well, why did you choose us? And she said, well, because all the races we go to, 1 or 2 of the little kids have to sit out or stay home with a sitter or whatever. And this one, our whole family could come to. And I think he was 7, maybe, the little one. I don't remember, but something like that, 7 or 8. We had another family come, and their kids were about that age too, and just tearing it up. I mean, some of those little kids can do things that a lot of us wish we still could.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and I get that. And I mean, it's one of those, which is good, because I mean, you know, my kids are a little bit older, but you know, I have friends that have younger kids, and that's always been one of their concerns. Like, what do I do with them? Either one parent can't race, or, you know, they have to figure out, you know, find a friend that's racing at a different time that, like, hey, can you watch my kid while I go race? And it's always been interesting. Luckily, usually most of the time we've been to big races, there's enough, you know, family there that we can get help and stuff like that. But for me, it's never been an issue, but I've had friends that have. So I love that the kids can go with them. Let the kids go play.
So another question, I have medals left over from before, because we had totally prepared to have our event. So I do have medals for finishers. Oh, I even have some race bibs left over. So anybody who wants to have a little race bib, they can have one of those too.
That'll be cool. Yeah, no, that'd be cool to have a medal. See, now that's one thing that I would say that you should have people, you know, if they want a medal, they should donate. So, but
yeah, t-shirts, I think that's another reason for the registration. If you want a t-shirt, you can pay for it. We'll just charge $1 or $2 above cost or whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
you got to get back what you paid. I mean, that makes perfect sense.
Well, yeah, but we'll cut the t-shirt orders off at a certain time, and maybe order, you know, a few extra for people that didn't get in there. But if you want a t-shirt, you can buy it. And we don't have it designed yet. If anybody wants to design it and send me a design,
we might have to do that. I'll talk to Dawn, and maybe we'll have to put up a little challenge to get people to design it.
Yeah, there you go. I worked all day, so I stopped and grabbed a coffee.
Oh, I've been trying to stay off those. I've been on my insane diet for the last year or so.
Well, I was really tempted to take my computer down to the Big Bottom, because Tony, that owns it, he also has a band. And so he said, well, we were just talking about it. I work for the Highway Shopper newspaper. And so I was delivering today, which wasn't supposed to be my day, but we kind of had a little glitch. Anyway, so I delivered in there, and so we were talking about the Summit to Swamp, and he goes, well, do you have any music yet? And I said, no, not yet. And I go, I'd love to have your band, but since we aren't charging for anything, I can't pay. He goes, I might talk to the guys and we'll just put up a tip jar or something, and maybe they'll come down and play. So we may have live music.
Nice. I say, if you need an MC, I'm okay on a microphone, but.
Well, no sound system yet.
I may have a PA system too.
Okay.
Somebody may do comedy occasionally and produce shows, so he has most of the sound system. But
yeah, I wonder who that somebody could be.
yeah,
Huh?
that's under a different name, but yeah, somebody does do that. So no, I do. I do. I do. In fact, actually, one of the places that I host comedy, and I usually produce, is actually finally opening in March. So I'm gonna finally be able to
cool.
do a comedy show again, which will be cool. So yeah, it'll be interesting. So
well,
I do have a full.
You could do some comedy down here around the fire.
I don't know if I could do that around kids. I'm not exactly.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm what they call blue, so I make some comments that are, which is always funny that it's like with politics, blue means something different than blue in comedy. Blue in comedy means that you're a little not kid friendly. So, but I guess blue in politics really isn't kid friendly either. But that's a whole nother comment. So, but Don might have to delete that. So I'm not supposed to say politics jokes, but
you might get banned.
Yeah, whatever, cancel culture. So.
Oh goodness.
No, so this sounds like a blast. I mean, it's one of those things, like I said, everything I love about this is the fact that it sounds like recess. It sounds like just a bunch of people getting together and having fun.
Yeah. And here's something too, is whoever comes to help gets to create obstacles.
Nice.
So we've got materials here and we've got equipment. We just need, if you guys want to come down and you go, oh, we could do this here, and we have enough people to make it happen, we'll make it happen.
That's awesome.
So it might actually be more fun putting the course together than actually running it.
Yeah. And I think that it would be fun. I mean, that's going to be the fun, just throwing stuff together, putting together, coming up with insane ideas on what we can do to these people. So,
right. Yeah. And I have a whole bunch of rope out there that I've been off and on working on a cargo net to go across one section of the creek down the field. I just haven't gotten there yet. Haven't been able to finish it.
That's going to be awesome. See, and like I said, this is going to be, so it's April 24th, right?
Yeah. So last weekend in April.
Nice. What time is it going to be? Just all day? Start at 7, go until forever?
Yeah.
Right on.
If people want to come down and stay Friday night, cool. This is going to be the most relaxed.
It reminds me of the, community get-togethers that they had, I don't know, you're at least, I think, almost my age, but the community get-togethers like the 90s, when the whole community just get together at a park and just have a big old, there'd be contests and whatever, and just fun.
Like the 4th of July. So
yes.
We used to have the fire department would get together and host games and all kinds of ththings on 4th of July.
Yeah, the town I grew up used to do it. There was a park, Lake Wilderness Park out in Maple Valley, and that's every once in a while they'd have a 4th of July or Memorial Day weekend, fishing derby, the opening day of fishing season. There was a big, get together and it used to be huge. I mean, it was everybody was there and just packed the park. And now it's I think maybe 10 people show up. But
oh, really?
Yeah, in the 90s, I can remember when I was a kid, it was just, it was packed. Yeah. But now it's just kind of. The idea, I think, of community, especially, and I think COVID kind of really helped make this really to kill it. But the idea of community just isn't there anymore. It's not like it used to be when we were,
It's easy to sit on your phone.
It is. It's too easy to sit on your phone. So, you know, I have that habit. I mean, right now, honestly, Dawn keeps texting me. So that's why if you notice me looking down, it's because Dawn's sending me messages to see how everything's going. So
That's all right. Yeah, tell him I made it.
yep. He gets stressed because he tries to keep it all going. Because a lot of people, you know, they know Dawn pretty much runs it now. I ran it for 2 years, and then I'm like, I'm done. And I was literally ready to walk away. And Dawn's like, I'll run it. You just host occasionally. I'm like, okay. And now I'm pretty sure he's regretting that decision. He's like, this was the worst choice ever. I'm like, do you see why I was done? So it can get stressful trying to keep track and, you know, keep all the stuff going. And now he doesn't just have me to deal with. He's got 2 other hosts, and, you know, it's I don't envy him.
Yeah. So I do have to shout out for Beastbreaker. And that's going to be in November, I think the 6th. Let me look at my calendar. Goodness. Adam and I just solidified that. I think he put it out. He put it out on Facebook too.
He might have.
Oh, goodness gracious. Anyway, it's the first weekend in November. I don't have a calendar. I'm not going to sit here and stare at my phone. And I don't have my date book with me, but so that'll be their 5-year anniversary one. So they're really going to go all out on that. So
that should be anyway. It should be a good one.
That. What's that?
So that should be a good one for them.
It should be. Yeah. So.
Yeah, no, it'll be good. I mean, that's one thing that, you know, I've been wanting to get down there to see your property, and it sounds like you've got a great property for all this. So it's going to be fun. And I'm going to talk to like as many people as I can to come down, because I think it's going to be a blast. Just get everyone together, you know, bring some food, have some fun, and just good old community.
Yeah. So the invite is to our friends that we already know and the friends that we have yet to come to know.
Nice. I can't wait. So is there anything else you want to let anyone know on stuff that's coming up, or?
I'm going to try to have everything on the website and Facebook as soon as possible. It's just like every time I have a section of time set aside to work on that, we have a cow issue or a farm issue or a work issue or something. And
wait, you mean you have a life outside of this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know how that goes. There's a lot of times with stuff like that. People are like, why aren't you doing it? I'm like, because I got other stuff. I mean, you know,
I have to sleep sometime.
This is a hobby, and I have to sleep sometime and get other stuff done too, and, you know, do the stuff that actually pays the bills, you know, that kind of stuff. So
right. Hence today.
Yeah. Well, I look forward to seeing you on the 24th of April. Hopefully sooner. If you need something, let us know, and we'll pick a weekend maybe and come down and play for a weekend.
Yeah, I'll put up a list of weekends. In fact, I'll probably, after we're done here, I'll probably go sit down and figure that out and get it out on Facebook. And I probably won't get to the website until this weekend, because it's just I'm done for the evening.
No, I get it completely. So, well, it's been great talking to you. I hope to get a chance to talk to you again soon and meet you in person. And I can't wait till the 24th.
Yeah, I'm excited to see a lot of you that I've only just heard about. So,
yeah. So
I'm curious. Did you go down to My Muddy Valentine?
I did not. Dawn made it.
Oh, okay.
But it was the day it snowed. So, and I was actually, this is my first year in this house, and I never thought about putting the car at the top of the driveway. Because I only have about a 50-foot driveway, but it's a 50-foot driveway that goes up about 25 feet.
I see.
Yeah, the car was, there was no way I was getting out. I'm like, I can't, you know, no.
Right.
So I ended up doing it in the snow. I went out and ran a 10K just at my house. So,
wow.
But I figured out that running in powder is not bad. But the next day when it was slush, complete nightmare. But yeah.
Oh, the other thing, I have a YouTube channel made called The Making of Summit to Swamp. So I'm going to try very hard to just do some lives or some this and that's, and drop on that, which they'll also go on Facebook, but
Okay.
just as something there. And
All right. We'll put a link to that on the episode when we put it out.
yeah, so right now all I have on it is the map, because I had to put it on a YouTube channel to get it onto Facebook, so Facebook could link, or my website could link, or what, I forget what it was. That was a year ago, right?
Yep.
So anyway, it's there, but I think we'll have fun doing just some fun videos about putting this stuff together and all that. I don't know.
That'll be cool. Yeah, it'll be cool to see the videos. And like I said, if there's a weekend we can come down and help. Maybe we'll get some videos for you and put it up on your YouTube too, so we can.
If anybody wants to bring a drone down, love
I
to
used
get
to have one.
footage.
The company I used to work for, I had access to one, but yeah, not anymore. So I'll have to check with a few people, see if I can get my hands on one.
Yeah, well, Devin's coming down for his dad's birthday later this month, in a couple weeks, so he might bring his drone and we'll try to get some stuff up. But
Nice.
yeah, if anybody wants to bring that stuff when you come on.
All right, sounds good.
So more coming soon, and thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate all you guys wanting to come help.
Anytime. We love helping, local, and you're basically family now, so.
Feels like it, doesn't it?
It does. So we'll definitely make sure and get down there and get some help and get this going.
Okay.
All right.
Have a great evening.
You too. Talk to you later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the Beastnet podcast. If you haven't done it yet, find us on Facebook, like and share the podcast. Give us a review on iTunes or Spotify. All these things will help to expand the show in the future. Don't forget to subscribe and let us know what you think and what you'd like to hear.